So here we have a problem from projectile motion. Even though the problem is based on the motion of a projectile, if you want to solve this problem, you must have some basic idea about circular motion too. Actually, this is a multi-concept problem. So the question is regarding finding the radius of curvature of the trajectory of a projectile at the highest point. Now the radius of trajectory, you know that the trajectory of the projectile is a parabola, and if you neglect the resistance, it is a symmetric parabola. So it is actually a curved trajectory. So at every point we can say that at every point we can calculate the radius of curvature. Now what do we get when we find the radius of curvature at a particular point on the trajectory? The radius of curvature at any point on the trajectory gives us actually gives us an idea about how much curved the trajectory of the projectile is at that point. So finding the radius of curvature means we will get an idea about the curvature of the trajectory of the projectile at that point. So not only at the highest point, we can calculate the trajectory at any point. So what we are going to do here is to determine the radius of curvature of the trajectory at 2 points, at the starting point and also at the highest point. So for that I will draw a diagram. So this is your projectile projected from this point. This is our point of projection, and from there it is projected with a velocity of 10 meter per second according to the problem at an angle of 60 degree. So we will substitute the variables towards the end of our calculation. So we will first calculate the trajectory here, radius of curvature here. For that we have to draw the circle which passes through the point of projection. So this is our circle which passes through the point of projection. So this is our circle which passes through the point of projection. Now this has to be this has to be the radius of the circle. This is the radius of the circular trajectory, or rather the circle which passes through the point of projection. So this is the center of that imaginary circle, or the circle which we have drawn. Now in order to find the radius of curvature, which is r at this point, this is our r, we will call it as r1. See, the weight of the projectile is acting vertically down through the center of gravity. This is mg, and the angle of projection according to let us assume that the angle of projection is theta. So we will assume that the angle of projection is theta. So this angle also has to be theta, and therefore this is at mg, and this has to be mg. So let us extend this line. This has to be mg cos theta. So we know that the projectile, since this is part of a circle and every body moving in the circular trajectory must need a centripetal force, and in different cases the different agencies provide the centripetal force. We know that here the centripetal force is going to be provided by the component of the weight which is directed towards the center of the circle, mg cos theta. So we can write at the point of projection mv square by r is given by the component of the weight which is mg cos theta. So mm get cancelled. So r is equal to v square by g cos theta. So this is the radius of curvature at the point of projection r1, which is v square by g cos theta. Now let us go to the highest point. This is the highest point. There again I will draw a circle. So this is our circle drawn at the highest point. So this has to be our circle. And we have to find the radius of curvature of this circle, that is r2. So we will call the radius of curvature of the circle at the highest point, drawn at the highest point, as r2. So this is r2. Now we know that the weight of the body is acting vertically down through the same line mg. So we shall write mg will be now providing the centripetal force, which is mv square by r2. Now remember, when the projectile, even though it was projected with the velocity from this point of projection, call it as O, by the time it reaches here, the velocity has been changed. The velocity of the projectile changes as it moves along the parabolic path. So here we assume that the velocity is exactly horizontal, and we will consider it as v dash. So this has to be v dash. So it is actually mv dash square divided by r2. So r2 will be, m and m get cancelled. So r2 will be v dash square divided by g. So r2 is v dash square by g. Now we know that v dash is v cos theta, because at the highest point the velocity is purely along the horizontal, no vertical component at the highest point. Velocity is along the horizontal. It is the highest point, it means that the vertical velocity at that point is 0. So substitute for v dash. So this is v cos theta the whole square divided by g. So that is your r2. So we have obtained both r1 and r2, the radius of curvature of the curved trajectory at the point of projection and also at the highest point of the trajectory. Now let us substitute for theta and v from the problem. According to the problem, v is equal to 10 meter per second and theta is 60 degree. So substituting these values, we get r1 equal to, this is 100 by 5, which is 20 meters. G assumed to be 10, cos theta is 1 by 2, so 100 by 5 is 20. Then again at R2, it will be, R2 will be v cos theta 5 into 10 into 1 by 2 the whole square, which is 25, divided by G is 10. So this will be 2.5 meter. So those are our results. Those are the values of the radius of curvature at the point of projection and also at the maximum height.